Hey Vibe Tribe, it's just the vibe, and we are back with another vibe check. Thank you all to everybody that's engaging with this page, with the content, with these readings. I really, really appreciate it. And remember, these are timeless readings, so whenever you come across this video, it is absolutely for you, okay? Let's get into it. What's the vibe? What vibe are we looking into right now? What vibe are we about to get into? All right, we got Cancer, career and finance. And Cancer's on a roll, right? All right, let's get into it. So, Cancers, what's going on with your coinage, right? Career and finance for my Cancers. Let's see, what are the energies surrounding the Cancers' finances and career? I hope everybody's doing well. Oh, I love that. We have 10th house. It represents authority. We have journey with progressions. And even this looks like journeying as well. So Cancers, I do see that you guys are like doing something new, something different. You guys are embarking on journeys. You guys have Neptune, which rules your vision, where you're going, right? Your perception. So I feel like you guys are getting a very clear view of where you want to go, what it is that you are ready to invest your time and effort and energy into. Yeah, look, climate, transits, things are shifting around you, Cancers, but I feel like this is alignment, right? So I don't know if you can see those, but all of those things are aligning perfectly with you, right? The sun is shining on everything that you are doing. There's divine alignment happening. And so when it comes to your career and finance, you can trust that different things are moving for you, Cancers. Things are transitioning around you. Things are shifting. But it is to put you in divine alignment. There's newness, right? And getting a clear sight of where you're trying to go, what you're trying to do is like key in this energy, right? Oh, we got fourth house, home. So there could be transitions. Maybe some of my Cancers are leaving home, reestablishing home, right? And then we have the energy of communication, right? So there's needing to communicate some different things, possibly needing to communicate your vision. That could be boundaries, right? That could be certain expectations that you are having, certain desires, what you want for this comfort, for this stability that you're building, right? So I do see that there's a needing not only to have a clear sight, but to also clearly communicate what it is that you're wanting or desiring. This could all be manifesting, right? When you manifest something, you need to be able to see it clearly, and you also need to be able to call that thing into you, right? For some of you guys, like I said, there could be an energy of needing a home. There's also a needing to take control of a situation, right? This authority energy makes me feel um like really locking in and putting the calculated steps into making something happen, right? Let's see. Let's dig. Give me some energy for my Cancers regarding their finances. What's going on with the Cancers' coinage? Oh, that Empress energy peeked out. Love that. All right, what's going on with my Cancers regarding their finances and career? What happened in the past? Hangman. So definitely feeling hung up. If you could have felt like things are very stagnant, or you're just seeing a little progress, putting in a lot of effort, but not really seeing the progress. There could have been also like external issues, because you got to think that hangman is tied to a tree, right? There could have been like external issues that you felt kept you kind of stuck in a situation, kept you held up. And with it being a tree, it could be foundational, right? So maybe needing to move, or maybe needing to tend to family members, or something that you feel like didn't allow you to move in the ways that you wanted to. Feel like compromise stability. I don't know what that means for you, but that's just what that feels like. So in the past, I feel like you may have felt things were very stagnant in your progression. It could have been a job, and you feel like this job just isn't what you're supposed to be doing right now. You know what I'm saying? You're being held up by this job that's unsatisfactory, or, this relationship that's unsatisfactory, or whatever it is, just feeling like there's external forces that are keeping you from being divinely, aligned with where you're supposed to go, right? And not allowing you to put a lot of action into what it is that you wanted to build, right? Present energy. We have the Emperor. So very, very focused on what it is that you are building, right? That Emperor is locked in, not really giving a lot of emotions to situations. Yeah, we got the Devil here. Not really giving a lot of emotions to situations. I do see you cutting out a lot of toxicities, cutting out a lot of bad habits, cutting out a lot of negative influences around you right now, Cancers. So there could be something very toxic that you are amiss right now that you are trying to separate yourself from. It could be a toxic relationship. Like I said, it could be a toxic job, whatever this is, whatever you felt like this thing was that was holding you up. This is what I feel you guys kind of coming off of right now. Sorry, let me grab that. I feel you guys coming from this toxic energy, removing these things, this harmful environment or whatever. I feel like you are shifting these things away from you, and now you are very much focused. That Emperor is very attractive. People see you right now, Cancers. People see you very focused. People see you very hungry for whatever this is that you're working for. So the energy that you are giving off right now looks very focused. It looks very disciplined, right? When you're getting that devil energy away from you. What's in the present and what's in the future for my Cancers regarding their finances? We'll dig and get a little bit of tea. We have the Judgment. So yeah, something that you've been waiting for is definitely coming. Maybe you are kind of revamping old plans or something with that Judgment energy, something that you thought wasn't going to come, like something that you might even given up on, like this isn't going to happen or this isn't going to work. I do see the breakthrough happening with that. Yeah, we have the Hierophant. So there's definitely a leveling up. So like something that didn't work last time, not only is it going to work this time, but it's actually going to put you ahead this time, right? We have the Ten of Swords to the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, as you remove yourself, as you call, there's endings that are happening, right, with that Ten of Swords. But a lot of this could be mental. A lot of this could be self-imposed barriers and, you know, outdated belief systems to where you used to think this way, but recognizing that you thinking that way is what kept you stagnant, right? So you're ending harmful thought patterns, you're ending toxic relationships, you're shifting out of an uncomfortable environment, but that is inviting in this Page of Pentacles, which is a new opportunity. For some of you guys, it's a promotion. For some of you guys, this is collaborative energies, but whatever it is offering you a leveling up, and it's offering you the rebirth of something that you may have kind of gotten discouraged in at one point in time, or something that you thought may not have, you know, produced the results that you thought. You were investing in this thing at one point and really wanting to see it do well, and I feel like it began to kind of plateau, you know, or coast or even decline. But I feel like there's a revamp happening, and this revamp is bringing in a rebirth, and it's bringing in a Page of Pentacles. Yeah, we got the Wheel of Fortune, Cancers. We got the Wheel of Fortune. Things are shifting. Things are definitely turning when it comes to your finances. So, we got the Lovers at the bottom. We'll dig into that if that pops up on another reading, Cancers. As a matter of fact, Cancers did just get a love and romance reading, so make sure you go check that one out, Cancers. But we have the Knight of Wands to the Nine of Swords. So this is the energy of getting out of your own way, Cancer. So you could have been in your own way as far as your thought patterns, the way that you were thinking or overanalyzing the situation. Maybe you felt like in order to do something, you needed to have something, and shifting that perspective, saying that I have everything that I need right now, and everything that I need in the future will come. I just have to start doing the work now, right? However this manifests for you, Cancers, I do see you guys putting a lot more action, getting out of your head and putting a lot more action into your plans or actions into your works. This could be, like I said, communicating, but this is a lot of manifesting, having that clear sight and then calling these things into your life. If there's a conversation that needs to be had, it's really putting yourself out there, networking with the right people, conversing and communicating with the right people, because I do see investors, I do see supporters and collaborators. Look, blocked throat chakra, literally blocked throat chakra. And then we have this lying to yourself, right? So you resisting the truth. You know the truth, but just not acting on it, right, Cancers? And then there's something right here. Like I said, I'm not going to get into it. This is like a lover situation. Maybe you guys were stagnated in your progress of work because of a love situation. Maybe some love situation kind of took your energy. Maybe it had you in your head overthinking, right? And needing to communicate, a certain situation, needing to communicate expectations or boundaries. We have the energy of debt, lack, money issues. So like I said, maybe feeling like a lack of resources is why you weren't able to make certain things happen for yourself, right? We have heart-to-heart communication. Talk about it, have these honest conversations. It could be with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could be with another water sign as well. And then we have the energy of abundance, blessings, good fortune. And there's a phone call happening. So expect communication. This little love situation is just trying to peek through. So I would expect to have a conversation, a very emotional conversation. I do see blessings, abundance, things, great things to come. Right, Cancers? Expect a phone call, text message regarding communication, but I see things finally turning around after a period of stagnation. So get ready for great works, Cancer. Just be willing to put in the work, okay? If this resonated, let me know in the comments.